Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new around here. Hi, I'm Steph, your new BFF, aka beauty, fashion, fitness, and I guess now wellness girly. And today we're talking about how you can become that girl in 2025. Yes, I know we're already well over halfway through the year, but it's never too late for a glow up. If that's your vibe, you should probably subscribe, because I'm here every Sunday giving you all things beauty, lifestyle, and that little bit of extra motivation to be your best self. But without further ado, let's just get on with it. Now I know what you're thinking. Steph, it is August. Why did this video not come out any sooner? Because I've been having a year. A lot has changed for me. I've had to adapt a lot. I've had to try and learn a lot. And to be honest, I think I have. It's probably kind of why I'm doing this video right now. Because let me tell you, I've been through it. We've had a tough year. You know, we started making wedding plans. We were looking at buying a house. And then a lot of stuff snowballed. And now we actually will own a house not long after this video has gone up. So it's fair to say that I've had my fair share of trials this year and had to learn how to not have a nervous breakdown every time something doesn't quite go to plan, and look after my mental health, because I can very easily spiral. So as much as like physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I've made a hell of a lot of progress in the way of getting myself to that point, and I'm quite proud of myself. So I thought I would share some of the tips, or I guess advice, practices, routines that I've been following that have helped keep me grounded, keep me on track, and help me deal with things when I get stressed. So let me tell you, when you're buying a house, when they say that it is one of the most, if not the most stressful thing you will ever do in your life, they weren't lying. Solicitors. Now let me just say, we do have a very good solicitor, I must say. I think without him, and without our mortgage advisor, and without the sellers that we're buying from, I think I would have given up. But this whole process, despite being stressful, has actually gone quite well and quite smooth. And we're really pleased because we didn't think we were going to get in until just before Christmas. We were happy with getting in just before Christmas, but it's actually worked out a lot better. But there's things that I've been doing myself to keep myself in check. And hopefully these will help you guys out too. Number one, do something every day, I'm talking every single day, that helps you to relax. Now I know this is hard, but relaxation equals less stress equals better sleep, and better sleep equals a better you. You see where I'm going with this, yeah? For me, this could be anything from my evening skincare routine, it could be reading a book, it could be listening to an audiobook. Whatever it is I need to do to relax, especially in the evening, like to wind down. Because if you're anything like me, maybe it's the ADHD brain, I do not know, but I really struggle to like switch off. And my brain, because I spend so much time all day thinking about things, my brain is whirring. By the time I've stopped and I've had chance to think, my brain's still going, and then eventually it slows down. And by the time it has slowed down and I start to think, okay, it's time to chill, my brain's like, let's think of 1,000,001 ideas that Steph can do now. And then I just, in my brain, I've got the little narrator in my head that is me coming up with, I must admit, content gold. However, it's not what I need when I'm trying to sleep. So I will try and do one thing every single day that helps me relax, helps my brain kind of switch off. So like I said, doing my skincare routine, I love doing that. It's probably, bar actually getting into bed and actually getting to go to sleep once my brain's shut up, doing my skincare routine at night is my favourite thing to do. I just love it. And I love romanticising it. Like I'll go in the bathroom, Jamie leaves me to it, he's already brushed his teeth, I just get the bathroom to myself and I have my skincare in my little cabinet unit, and I get my phone or my tablet and I watch a nice relaxing vlog Or sometimes I'll listen to Mr. Ballin, but just something relaxing. Or sometimes, weirdly, because I'm weird like this, I will watch like compilations of the scariest videos on TikTok and stuff like that. But yeah, so my skincare routine. Sometimes I like to do like stretches and things. So when I'm in bed, I think one of the techniques that I found online was like really like stretching and tensing up every single muscle in your body as much as you can and holding it and then relaxing and like fully relaxing when you relax, and that just kind of like loosens up all of your muscles and stuff. That sometimes helps if I'm feeling particularly tense, especially when I've been at home like working. Or this must be why I have like traps of steel, because I'm constantly like so yeah, sometimes I'll do that, or reading my book or listening to an audiobook. Listening to an audiobook is obviously a lot easier because I don't need to have the light on. I can just pop my earphones in and Jamie can go to sleep, doesn't have to worry about a light or anything like that. But he did get me a really cool reading light. In fact, I'm going to show you. I have to ask him where he got it from. I'm almost certain he would have got it off Amazon. That's where he gets most of his stuff, or maybe TikTok shop. But I will ask him and I will try and link it down below. But it's quite small. I've not really seen one like this. And you get this bit that you pull down and it's got the little clip. This bit's clear as well, so that when you're having it over your book, it's not going to disrupt you like trying to see the book. And then the light here, it can tilt downwards like so, and left and right. How cool is that? So it's got like an orange light, and then you can change the color. So you've got white light, then you've got a mix of both, and then you can turn the brightness up or down. So I will put that on my book. Yes, I'm still reading A Court of Mist and Fury. I know all the Avatar fans are going to come for me in the comments. Ever since I rediscovered Audible, I just haven't really bothered with actual books unless it's during the day, like at night, because I don't like to keep a light on. And using this even sometimes is like a bit much if Jamie's trying to go to sleep. I just don't read that much in bed. But if I get an earlier night, I will go upstairs and read beforehand to kind of relax, and then I will fall asleep. My little bookmark that my bestie Leah got me. How cute is that? I'm almost done, I swear. But yeah, it just goes on like that and just sits over the book. So I've been really enjoying using that when I have read and I've needed a little reading light. I think this will come in really handy when we go back to the Dominican, or anytime like I'm on a flight and I want to read, because those reading lights that they have like above you, I hate them. I feel like they just glare at everybody, like they're so bright, whereas this, I can kind of control the brightness, I can control the direction. It's good. Number 2, do one thing every day that is good for your health. Now, this could be anything from getting more steps in, moving your body more, in a workout, getting your protein in, eating a balanced meal, or just tidying your house. But even just that one thing will go a hell of a long way to helping you feel a little bit more accomplished. The more you do that, the more positive you feel, and the more positive you feel, the more you're gonna feel like that girl. So for me, I've kind of fell off the bandwagon with this lately. I think because we are preparing to move, I've just kind of had to reprioritize things a little bit more and find other ways to be more physically active. But one thing I was really loving was getting up way before work. Like, I work from home, so it's a bit easier for me. Sorry. But I would get up at least an hour before I was planning to start work so that I could get up, I could brush my teeth, I could put my lash serum on, my lip mask, because I always have to do that every morning without fail. Get changed, put some gym stuff on. I wouldn't go to the gym, I would get the walking pad out, as you'll have seen in my many vlogs over the weekends. And I will do that. I will walk on the walking pad. And lately, my video of choice has been walking around either Miami or San Diego. I was really obsessed with Hawaii, but I've since moved on to like other places. But it's really nice just having that as a visual, and then I will listen to an audiobook. The one I'm listening to at the moment is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. So good. But yeah, I'll just get on the treadmill for like half an hour, set my watch so I can get my workout in, like my 30 minutes of daily activity, and just overall be more conscious about moving my body. So For example, rather than say I've got a lot of things to carry, would normally just try and carry them all downstairs by myself quite precariously because I'm a clumsy girl. Now I'll just do like 2-3 trips. It gets extra steps in. I'm climbing a few flights of stairs. I've done my bit for the day. But even just those little things, because then later on when I check my watch and I've done that stuff, I've made more of a conscious effort in my mind to take a screen break when I'm working from home. Go outside with the cats when we let them out in the garden, because we supervise them, we don't let them free roam. Hell no. Going up and down the stairs, that sort of stuff. The more conscious I am about making sure I actually move my body instead of sitting on my arse all day. When I check my watch later and I see that I've done like 4,000-5,000 steps and I've not actually done my daily walk that day, I'm like, oh, she's a healthy girl. So yeah, just that little bit, little and often. Just make sure you're doing something every single day that is good for your health. In terms of meals, I'll again make a conscious effort to have more fruit, have more vegetables during the day, listening to my hunger cues as well, like actually being more mindful about when I need to eat, like when I'm starting to get hungry or when I'm full. Because let me tell you, I am a bottomless pit. I probably miss my calling as a competitive eater. I'm not gonna lie. I can put it away. It's because I just enjoy food so much, and if it's something that I'm really enjoying, I wanna finish it. It's not because like I feel like I have to. It's not some like deep-seated childhood trauma where I'm like I have to finish the plate. I would just really enjoy it and I just want to finish it, but then I won't want to eat anything else, and I do love a sweet treat. I do love a sweet treat. So now I will take a minute, because I also eat really fast, but I will take a minute, and when I start to feel like I'm getting full and I've eaten like over half of it, I'm like, okay, I'm done, because later on I might want a little bit of a sweet treat. It means that I can still have all of the stuff that I want to eat while still trying to be good to my body, be kind to myself, and enjoy stuff. And don't get me wrong, if you want to eat it all. Like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. However, for me, it can very easily spiral, and then I'm not going to feel good about myself. So I'm trying to be a bit more conscious about that, making sure that I'm listening to my hunger cues, making sure that I'm listening to my body when it's getting full, and actually thinking to myself, like, do I want to finish this because I'm still hungry? Or do I want to finish it because I'm just really enjoying it and I don't want to waste it? Because if it's the latter, she gotta go. She gotta go. Overall, being more conscious about my health, like what I'm eating, when I'm moving, all that kind of stuff has really gone a long way to kind of helping me overall just feel better about myself. Number 3, do one thing every single day without fail that makes you happy. Now for me, this could be anything from my daily iced coffee, because I am a coffee fiend and I didn't spend £1,000 on a bean to cup coffee machine for nothing. I like to convince myself that buying it has actually in the long run, or will eventually in the long run, save money somehow, because I'm not then tempted to go to Costa or something like every single day, because that's obviously expensive. But I never really did that in the first place. So however, it does make me very happy that I get to be my own barista every single day. Lately, my coffee of choice has been the tiramisu syrup from Monin. Obviously, it's not quite the bueno iced coffee that I'm used to. I need to order me some more of the white chocolate and the hazelnut syrup, but because we're moving and we're trying to be conscious about purchases now, because there's stuff we still want to get for the house. Main furniture is fine, but other little bits that we want to make it a little bit more homely, a little bit nice. I'm trying not to buy that. I'm trying to use the syrups that we've got. So I've got a choice of toffee nut, tiramisu, pistachio, and gingerbread at the moment. But the tiramisu has been my one of choice. But other things could be me playing on the Switch, which I don't really tend to get to do a lot, because when I'm not working, I'm usually cooking, or I'm at the gym, or I'm getting my steps in, or I'm planning content, or I'm making content, or I'm editing content, or spending time with Jamie, or spending time with the cats. So I don't really get to do it that much. But when I do get to play on the Switch, I do really enjoy it. My games of choice are things like any of the Mario games. So love me some Super Mario Party, Love me some Mario Kart, Bowser's Fury, like Super Mario World, Super Mario 3D World. Then I've got Animal Crossing. I love like puzzle games, all sorts of stuff, especially like cozy vibes games. Do you know what I mean? Like Dreamlight Valley, all that kind of stuff. I love it. Then if I'm not doing that, it'll be things like playing with the cats, getting outside. I do love a sing song as well, but I tend to do it when no one else is in the house. So if Jamie's gone to like football or he's gone to the gym and I'm staying at home, sometimes I'll have a little bit of a sing song. I don't know why, it just helps me relax. It gives me serotonin, it makes me happy. So sometimes I will do that. And then the obvious one would be playing with makeup. Makeup is my happy place for sure. So yeah, you figure out what makes you happy and make sure you do that every day. It doesn't have to be a massive, just a little thing. It's the little things. Number 4, romanticize everything as much as possible. So for me, like taking those extra 5 minutes or just being in the moment and enjoying something and making the most of everything you do as much as you can. Now that could be getting up a little bit earlier so that you can spend a little bit more time doing your morning routine, or making yourself a nice coffee or whatever you choose to drink. It could be matcha, it could be whatever, up to you. Having a nice breakfast, sitting on the sofa, enjoying the silence, or it could be that you put on like your favorite lifestyle blogger or whatever it might be. It could also be things like taking that extra bit of time, making that extra little bit of effort when you're making yourself a meal. So whether that's your breakfast, your lunch, or your dinner, just enjoying the process, like sticking the music on. If you like to have a glass of wine or something while you do it, do that. Just anything that makes that moment feel like you are the main character in the best rom-com of your life. Taking yourself for lunch or like on a solo date, cannot tell you how effective that is in helping you romanticize your life. I've done it quite a few times. I don't usually go out shopping or anything like that. I much prefer to do it online. I can't use an online discount code in the store. However, sometimes certain things, especially when it comes to things like books, this right here actually was a result of one of my solo dates. I decided I was going to treat myself and I went into Manchester. I went to Primark. You know where this is going. I bought myself some new pajamas because you can't not buy new pajamas when you're trying to have a girly day. I went and got myself a little bit of makeup, and then I was walking through the Arndale and I walked past Waterstones and I was like, finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm just going to check out the other books. Why not? So I went into Waterstones, I was walking around, I was taking my time, found this, I bought it, and then I was like, do you know what, actually, I'm getting kind of hungry. What I might do is go and sit in the cafe that's in the Waterstones, at the back of the Waterstones, find a nice little cozy corner with a nice little seat, like little armchair that's near the window and I can see out. I'll read my book, I'll get myself a panini, I will get myself a little muffin or a donut, and I will sit and read my book with a nice chai latte. And that is exactly what I did. And honestly, it doesn't really get any much more main character than that for me. I've even done it before where I've taken myself out for dinner. I went to, I think it's reopened again now, but Almost Famous before it closed. And people might think it's weird, but I was just like, do you know what? Fuck it. Why not? I went in, I said table for one. I ordered myself a triple non-burger with the pig and waffle fries, because you have to. And I sat there with my headphones on, with my tablet, and I watched Vampire Diaries while I was in there. And honestly, until you do it, you don't get it. Again, it's the little things that just make a massive difference. Like when you take that time to prioritize yourself and start living in that attitude, in that mindset, in that mind frame of who you want to be, it does start to rub off on you and you start to just feel better about all sorts of things. Number 5, final one, and I think for me the most important one to help you kind of lock in all of the other stuff. If you're anything like me, it might not matter to all of you, but if you're anything like me, this one definitely does. Reset your space every single day. There is nothing worse than when you're like, you have that light bulb moment when you're in bed and you're like, right, tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow is the day that I'm going to get up, I'm going to be that bitch, I'm going to get my steps in, maybe I'm going to go to the gym early, I'm going to have a nice breakfast, I'm going to make myself a nice coffee, I'm going to sit there and read my book and just be all girly girl. And then you go downstairs and it's a shit tip. That is a surefire way to kind of like ruin any motivation that I have. And if you're anything like me, reset your space. Now, I'm not talking do a deep clean every single day. More so, I'm talking about things like everything back in the space that it's meant to be. Like, you want the downstairs living space anywhere in your house that you have to be a space that you can walk into and not feel like you have to tidy it before you can then do whatever it is you need to do. So every night what we do is we wipe down the sides, we make sure the dishwasher's been put on, there's nothing on the sides in terms of like pots, pans, that kind of stuff. The sink is empty. If there's been washing done, then it's been taken out, it's been hung up. If it's dry, it's been put away. Litter tray's been emptied. Maybe a little sweep of the floor if like it's really messy. The dining table's gone back to where it was. The sofa, the cushions are put back to where they were. They've been fluffed. The blanket has been laid and shaped into a bow, and there's no glasses anywhere. There's no empty cans anywhere. The TV remote's been put back. The cat's toys have been put away. Everything is just a nice, neat little space so that in the morning when I get up, I brush my teeth, I put my lip mask on, my lash serum, I've got changed, and I've gone downstairs to get ready to put the treadmill down. I'm just ready to go, and I have to think, oh my God, I need to wipe the sides because that's going to get on my nerves. Just reset your space. Tidy house equals tidy mind. Tidy mind equals more headspace to focus on you. And there you have it. My 5 top tips to help you be that girl in 2025, no matter how late it is. To be honest, I kind of feel like this has come at a good time because it's kind of like a transformative time for me. But also we're getting into that time where the seasons start changing. And for me, even though everybody goes on about like new year, new me, I think for me, when the seasons change like that, when we go from like summer to autumn, I don't know whether it's because like we go from summer holidays in school to then starting a brand new school year in like September or something, but to me it kind of feels like September is another time in the year where we get a chance to have that little glow up or little makeover and reinvent ourselves if you want to. So I'm really gonna be getting into my glow up cozy season era once we've moved. Like I've already sorted out a list, and I have like tabs open on my phone of all of the cozy little things that I want to buy for the house, get ready for autumn, winter time. I've been really good. I've been planning ahead for Halloween. Yes, I know it's August, but I know I'm going to have to get very much ahead of myself now because I'm planning something a little bit special for Halloween because I'd say it's my favourite time of the year. I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. Who doesn't love a time where there's so much sparkle, glitter, joy and gifts? You can't really go wrong, and a lot of food. But I just love Halloween. I love it. And there's some great horror movies that are coming out, which I'm really excited about. Might take myself on a little date again. Y'all remember last year when I went to go and watch The Terrifier 3 on my own? But yeah, I just think this is like a good time of year to be putting these things into practice. And none of it really has to cost you any money. I think that's the great thing. Like, I'm so sick of these videos from influencers that you see with like my summer glow up or my 2025 glow up or my glow up, and it's them spending a ton of money on things and then going to Bali and rediscovering themselves. It's like, not everybody can do that, hun. Whereas none of this that I've told you about has to cost you a penny. It's all about you focusing on you, making yourself a priority, and treating every single day of your life like you are the main character in your movie. Let me know in the comments if you try any of these out and what you think of them. If you have any tips yourself, go ahead and leave them down below. Let's help each other out. And wish Jamie and I luck for moving, because it's happening real soon. I promise I am not going to leave you out of this. I want to try and capture as much of this process as possible. If not for you guys, for us, just to kind of have those memories, I guess, of like moving and things like that. I'm obviously not going to film every single minute because we've got people helping us and stuff like that, and I'm probably just going to be like in the zone amidst all the chaos of packing and unboxing and stuff. But I will try and get some footage, and I'll do like a moving out / moving in vlog, and then our like first weekend, I guess, in the house, because we're gonna go out and celebrate, I think, because I think that's important. We need to celebrate this because this is a pretty big thing for us. Like, we didn't think we were gonna own a house anytime soon. So as usual, I hope you really enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed filming it, and I really hope you found it entertaining, educational and inspirational, because that is kind of the point around here. But on that note, I'm gonna love you, leave you, and see you in the next one. Bye.